All right. So, hello. We are here today with Miranda and Trisha of WOW Enterprises, and they do horses as healers. So, without any ado, let's go ahead and get into what you do. Just let everybody know. Oh, there are members of the week. Sorry, I probably should have said that. But go ahead and let our viewers know what you do, why you do it, and just kind of get into it.
All right, thank you, Martha.
Yeah.
Here at WOW Enterprises, we offer a lot of different services. Obviously, we have the horses here. WOW Equestrian is a very important part of what we do. We have currently 12 horses on the farm, ranging in age from about 6 to 29 or 30. So we have some older ones. I'm an animal communicator, so we tie that in as well. We also offer anything from channeling work in the metaphysical realm all the way down to our very own rock shop. So we're very excited about our new, most of it's tumbled rocks selection, as well as a few of the Himalayan salt lamps, just small ones, but you know, they all work and they all are good for your health. So we're going to show you guys some of our products, and we're willing to go into a little bit of detail as far as the channeling work and how we actually help our clients with Reiki and other things as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Very fun. So yeah, go ahead.
I would like Trisha to talk for just a few minutes about the horse business first.
Hi, we're really excited to let everyone know the services that we provide here at WOW Enterprises, and horses are such an important and fun part of what we do. We have several different horses that have some really incredible healing abilities, but we do also offer traditional horseback riding and also horse care here. So we're a full service boarding and training facility. We offer boarding for your horse where you can come and ride at any time. We give lessons and help you to achieve the goals that you have that you would like to be able to do with your horse, whether that's just trail riding or pleasure riding, or all the way up if you're wanting to compete at any level in dressage, jumping of any sort. I have 30 years experience helping people to be able to achieve those dreams with their horses. We also have a number of well-trained horses that allow people that don't own their own horse to come and learn how to ride and experience fun, safe lessons where they can gain some confidence and skills can improve. So we're really excited to be able to introduce you guys to not only the healing side of our business, but also the horse side, and see how we integrate those two together.
Awesome.
That's what we're really all about, is integrating the horse and the metaphysics together. So we integrate a lot of the time horseback riding with a Reiki session or with Chief and the team, the channeling work, to help dissolve blocks that don't allow the horse and rider to achieve harmony. So if I can see or feel an issue that should not be there between the horse and rider, removing those perceived blocks a lot of times allows the client to move towards their goals faster and gain the confidence that they need to move forward. And I just want to say really quick that we do offer on both sides of the business package deals to make it more affordable for people like you that want to experience something a little out of the ordinary, to come and enjoy and just be out in nature, which, as you guys know, that is a big part of healing yourself. So we do offer all those package deals. Buy so many, use it within a certain amount of time, and you get a very good, generous discount.
Nice. Are those able to be found on your website then, Miranda?
No, you do have to call us for details on any kind of pricing. Anything that says that there's a fee, you can call or text us and inquire about those.
Awesome. Sounds good. Do you want to go ahead and just real quick, if somebody heard something they wanted to call you about, you want to give your phone number real quick? Vaughn, can you take down this number and put it in comments, please?
Mine is 317-443-5680. Trisha's is 317-557-3529.
Perfect. We're going to have those in the comments too for anybody watching right now, so they'd be able to call you and get those discounts. So.
So we're going to share with you some of our glassware, Nature's Design glassware that we also have available here. And this glassware is so amazing. This is our coffee cup, and you should be able to see inside. It actually has the flower of life on the bottom of it. And it's the shape of the glassware, and I'll hold up another one here too. This is actually a tumbler, and it has a symbol, a Sanskrit symbol for the root chakra. We actually have an entire set of seven tumbler glasses, each with a separate Sanskrit symbol pertaining to each chakra. And so you can actually infuse the water by putting water or any other sort of room temperature or cold liquid in the tumbler. You can actually charge the water for those particular chakras. And it's also the shape of the glassware that actually helps to revitalize the molecule of the water, which is just amazing. And you can find out more about this on our website, but we do offer also a carafe, which is just beautiful to have on your table or on your countertop. And it also has the flower of life on the bottom, and you can get those in different colors. They have gold, platinum, and silver and white. So again, it's the shape, and the rainbow, and a rainbow flower of life, which is really cool.
Wow.
Again, it's the shape of the glassware that actually helps to revitalize the molecule of the water.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, can you put their website, their domain name on the comments, please?
So then several of our smaller Himalayan salt candle holders. We also use like an LED candle. If you have small children, or you're worried about having live fire in your house.
2-year-old, so I get that.
Then an LED candle works great. These are, besides having the health benefits of having the salt in your living space, they also are just beautiful, and they really, especially in the evening when the lights are dim and you have the candles flickering in them, they really give a good atmosphere and ambiance to your room. Yeah. Okay, you want to show the stones, Miranda?
So we have a few tumble pieces, unakite. Then we have rose quartz and some amethyst. And then we have a few of my boulders that I want to show off that we use for the stone meditations, the WOW rock meditations.
Holy smokes.
Golden Healer candle quartz, 42 pounds.
Oh my good. And 42 too, right? 42 pounds.
And this is a beta quartz from Minas Gerais in Brazil.
Oh my gosh.
And that's one of two that we have. Miranda uses those a lot in her
trance work.
And those are really incredible stones.
So I do most of my work distantly on the phone, or as the team calls it, on device. So we do a lot of our coaching and things via device, and I work with people all over the United States, mainly on Thursdays and Fridays. The way that works is I just allow Chief and the team to come and work, and they take it from where the person is. So wherever you are today, when we're talking, is where he's going to start off, unless you have a particular question or something that you need answered that's really plaguing you in your life. So I'm going to let Trisha go get our special guest.
Oh, yay!
We have a special guest that's going to join us today. He's really excited.
Oh, I am too.
And I'm going to talk briefly about one other product that we use here. And I actually have a few left for sale, is the Hemisync product. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but it helps you to balance and focus both sides of your brain to work together.
Oh, wow.
And these are just a few of the top titles. They're for meditation, spiritual awareness, spiritual growth, and we have those available at all of our events so that people can listen to them or experience them and see how they help them in their life. So it's a pretty amazing journey here, and we have a lot of very serious people that we work with on a weekly basis. So I'm going to head out to meet our very special visitor.
Oh, yay. This is exciting. You guys don't know what you're in for. This is going to be fun. Hi, Robbie. I'm seeing people coming in here. Thank you, Kieran. You got some compliments.
Oh, just so that everybody knows, we are in Marion, Indiana, which is Grant County, for those of us who might be looking up on the map.
Yeah.
We have 8.5 acres here, 17 stall barn, 22,000 square foot under roof with an indoor arena. So we can do pretty much an event any time of the year. Well, it may get a little cold in the winter, but we can do pretty much year-round events because we have enough space under roof.
Oh, very cool.
So here's our very special guest that we wanted you guys to meet. Me Guitar.
Oh, well, hello, Guitar.
He wants to eat the grass.
Oh, well, as he should, right? Oh, he's beautiful. So yes, I'm talking to you, mister.
This is Guitar do Top. He was actually born in Portugal, imported into Brazil, and then he came here to be with us.
In 2005.
He almost made the Olympic team in Brazil. But they refused him due to a back injury, a slight back injury. Now we still do jump him. He, with the help of the Reiki and other work that we do, he's able to fully jump without any kind of aches, pains, or any other issues. So he loves to jump. He eats, sleeps, and breathes to jump. And he loves to help people. He's actually what we call a medicine horse. In fact, his name means to release or to remove.
Oh, wow.
So he is a medicine horse, and he and I talk like you and I are talking right now.
Yeah.
So he is very amazing. And I don't know how many of you guys have been following us on the horses as healers, but he's also what we term metaphysically a unicorn Pegasus, which means that his energy extends out of his third eye, and then he is also a winged one. I wish you guys could feel, but it's kind of hard to demonstrate the feeling part. He's amazing. I can put on here a picture of him where his wings are actually illuminated. I caught it on camera.
Yes, do that. That picture's amazing.
So you can see the etheric blue wings off to both of his sides while Trisha's riding him in our outdoor arena. He's pretty incredible, dude. Aww. So, if you guys have any more questions,
why don't you explain to him what the unicorn horn is, Miranda?
The unicorn Guitar is eating. He says we're really boring.
He wants to eat.
We're just people, right?
He's like, you guys are boring. But no, the unicorn is where their energy extends out of their third eye. It's not a true physical horn like most people have envisioned it. It's actually an extension of the third eye. Now, what he does is that allows him to work.
Oh, wow. Hello.
That allows him to work on a human without them being on his back. We can also put him to work doing work on another animal. Because of that, without that, they would have to be physically on his back riding him. So the energy would actually go up through all 4 feet, meet in the middle where the saddle is by God's divine design, I suppose, and go out the top of the rider. So that's how two become one to dance. Oh, and wow. So it's very cool to have horses here. We actually have a total of 3 of them, I believe, that are unicorns. And they're very ascended ones. In fact, when we lost one in May, we had no idea what we were in for. We lost a unicorn Pegasus named Senor do Top on his earth walk. And it was like the heavens opened up here and took our horse away. He was sick less than a total of 24 hours. And then when he crossed, he came back with a message for us about how he was an ascended one named Zorro now. So we call on him to do distance healings and other things. He's been a great help to a lot of our clients. So with horses and humans and other animals as well. So it was an interesting, not something that we expected at all, but you know, God always is out to give somebody a miracle. So I guess he landed us a big one.
Oh man, I got goosebumps when you were talking about that, of course.
And there is a blog article about that entitled Mission Accomplished. You can read the whole story there.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
We should introduce Elliot too.
Yeah, we have a little dog that you can meet too. His name's Elliot. He's our poster child. He has a story to tell too. He actually got hit by a full-size truck, a Chevy 1500 truck, right over the neck when he was 2. And he actually has lived to tell about it with very little repercussion. Meet Elliot.
Oh, hi, Elliot. Oh, you are handsome.
Jack Russell Beagle mix. And he loves to give back. He knows that he was healed. And he loves to give back. And his usual way of giving back is to, when we're working with clients, who sit and do downward dog on their heart chakra. And wag his little tail and give a little whimper.
Oh,
so he's very thankful. There's a lot of love and gratitude that comes from this little guy.
He looks like a sweetie.
He is. He doesn't know a stranger.
he seriously looks extremely sweet. What got you two involved with starting this?
When I got my Reiki training, the Reiki one, I came back and I did a lot of healing work on the horses. And it just started to transform, you know. I mean, it was very interesting how it all unfolded. If you'd asked me in 2008, do you think you're going to be channeling Chief White Wolf and the team, I would have said, who's that and why? No, I'm not doing that. Right. But God had other plans for my life. And so we just kind of went with the flow. After I got my Reiki 2 and then my Reiki Master Teacher, I started getting students of my own. I have about 25 or 30 now, I believe. Anywhere from Reiki 1 all the way up to 1 master currently and a second one on the books. So once I started doing a lot of the Reiki, it just opened up my mind to so much. And I just allowed whatever it was, even though a lot of times it was difficult and took a lot of my personal time away, which only recently did I figure out that channeling is actually a part of the old guard, sometimes referred to as speaking in tongues. So when that came about, the team came on January 7th of 2012, and that was told to us in advance through the trance work, the trance healing that we did. And they introduced themselves one by one and how they were here to help us. And I was like, okay, God, I must have a different plan for my life. Yeah. So I've just let it kind of unfold. And you know, there's a lot of times where I'm like, well, I need a teacher. Where's my teacher? And then 2 days later, voila, there they are. So It's been an extremely exciting adventure. There's never a dull moment around here for sure.
That's amazing. I think that's especially important for people that are watching right now to realize or to understand if they are, you know, kind of going through their own transformations and things like that, is to understand that all of it is not going to be understood on the first step, right? It's going
absolutely not.
It's the following of sort of like divinely led footsteps is the way that I call it anyway. It's just you know intuitively the next step that is right for you in your path and for the highest and best good. You guys went sideways. Just so you know. I don't mind doing this though.
Well, we thought it would rotate with. Yeah, I think that you just have to be open to going with the flow. And I'm going to just share something just because I feel it's important. When we first started this, I realized that through the healing channeling work that we do, that I, in a past lifetime, that I spoke a language with only 77 words in it. And they were all positive words. So I would go around the house kind of ungrounded, and this word would always keep coming up. And the word is aseo. Now, I don't know how that like spells out in today's language, because I would dare say that it was a pictorial language. However, that means love is like a river ever flowing. So a lot of times I just say it just to remind myself that love is like a river ever flowing. And for that matter, life is like a river ever flowing. So it was just very interesting that came up. That was one of the first words that we learned when we started doing the channeling and healing work. So it was just one of those aha moments where if we just knew that we could flow with it, even though we have a lot of questions like why we have horses with wings, unsure of that, other than healing purposes, because they all work with an ascended one, angelic, archangel, or others. So, we've had a lot of questions along the way, and sometimes they go for months, some of them go for years, and some of them are just still mysterious. So, you just have to be patient and pray that you get those answers when you need them.
Yeah, right, exactly. I feel like there are a lot of people that try to, they try to just see the whole path right away, right? And be able to feel confident in their path because they know the ending. But honestly, and I know that you probably think this too, any ending that we could conceive of is going to come so short of what God or source or the universe or whatever we want to call them, of what they can actually make happen, right? Like
absolutely, it's more like a new beginning.
Right, exactly. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, hi, Cindy. Cindy came in too. Cindy is asking you a question. Are you able to do like intuitive answers here? If I ask you the question?
Go ahead.
Okay. Cindy Forbes, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Cindy, let me know. She is asking, are my mom and daddy watching over me?
I see your mom there, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go, Cindy. Did you hear that? That's really cool. Anybody else that's watching, go ahead and ask some questions. If you have questions about the horses as healers, if you have questions about, in an entrepreneurial spirit, if you have questions about, if you're wanting to start your own practice or something like that, Miranda would also be, and Tricia, I'm sorry, would also be good people to ask about that too. But yeah. What else you got over there, Miranda, while people are bringing questions in?
Well, we have a lot of exciting events up and coming. We have a WOW Earth Walk, which incorporates both sides of the business. It entails the metaphysical side as well as the horses. We do some riding and some extremely cool things with the horses integrated together so that we can demonstrate both sides of the business to people that are just curious. It deals with the earth elements. All the earth elements are discussed and how they relate to the chakras. So that's a pretty amazing event, especially for people who are just wanting to get their feet wet and learn a little bit about stuff, as well as the seasoned people. I've had both extremes, and I've had some people in the middle. We also offer the Medicine Horse Clinic, which, thank God, Tricia is able to work with the horses like she does. She's very gifted, and they pretty much walk when she telepathically tells them to, and trot when she tells them to, and they can come to a perfect stop too. So it's pretty incredible. That Medicine Horse Clinic is pretty incredible experience. You do not have to own your own horse. You can borrow one of ours. We have several here that we use just for that. And then we also do Reiki trainings. We both just recently got our ordination, so we're both reverends, and we do healing work together as well as apart, and then we do also work together on the horses and the riders as well. So
awesome. Oh, that's cool. We have a couple more questions that came in while you're talking. I don't want to say this wrong, but I'm going to try. Okay, so Hislop. And then it says Brandy Casey. It says, where are we headed job-wise in the next month? Are you able to see anything there, Miranda, for them?
No, not anything on that.
Yeah. And then the other one is Ravi asking, is there anything in my kid's bedroom? My son senses something. Put that on.
What's the city state where they live?
Robbie, you want to answer that? The city, state where you live? He'll probably come in a minute. He's been here for a little while.
That is another service that we offer is property or house blessings. And we have had people that, you know, have either had strange happenings in their house or felt that there was a spirit or something that they knew was not supposed to be there in their house. And so that is one thing that we do offer. We are able to also do that distantly. Obviously, it's, you know, it's also an amazing experience if you live locally or close enough that we can come and do that for you personally, but we can also help to clear things distantly.
Awesome. Robbie said he's in the UK.
I don't think it's anything bad or negative. However, I do perceive something there. What I would recommend is for him to either follow up with me personally or get someone there locally that can help him. I don't think it's anything bad. I actually think they have a message for them.
Yeah, it's, and I'm not sure what Robbie meant by it, but after he asked the question, he then put in the word healing after that. So I think maybe he is thinking there's something with healing energy that is in the house. So I think he nails it there.
Yeah, I don't foresee it as anything bad or anything that's trying to wreak havoc. It's just there with a message.
Okay. And then one other person just put in, he's asking this question, and we'll see. He said, is it my mother?
The same person asking that?
Yes. Uh-huh.
No.
No? Okay. And then there's another person asking, can you see what our 11-year-old daughter is here to help with? She is extremely gifted in learning. She's a little rainbow child.
Looks to me that she'll either use artwork or music. I'm leaning towards art, though, to help people probably see their angels or guides or healing energy around them.
That's cool. Very, very cool. I love when people do that artwork, like the spirit guide artwork, so people can actually sort of visualize something that maybe, you know, that they can't see.
Yeah, we have several pieces of that in the house.
Yeah. Oh, isn't it cool?
Mm-hmm.
And then Cindy before, who asked if you saw her mom and dad, and you said that you saw her mom, she said, how do I know they are watching me, or how do I know that they are watching over me? Is there any signals or anything that she should look for?
She really needs to set that up. That's something that we definitely encourage the people that the team works with to set up signs or signals with their guides or their loved ones that are coming back, because, like, for example, different team members of mine, I have 21 to my right, alert me in different ways. That's basically how I know. And that was something that I personally set up with them so that I know when it's Chief or when it's Raven. Or so, I mean, they communicate just like we do, you know. Can she ask them, can you do this when you're around me? And for example, a lot of people like to be touched on the ear. Some people like to be tapped on the shoulder, and that's what she needs to set up so that she knows when that person is around.
There you go. Did you hear that, Cindy? That's what I would have suggested too, because they'll do whatever. They're already trying to do what it takes to communicate with you, but if you ask them, obviously it's a lot easier.
Absolutely.
Robbie's asking who the presence is in his kid's bedroom. He's the one that asked before if there was a presence, and you said that it was a healing presence, but we determined that it's not his mom.
I'm actually leaning towards it being a guide to the child.
There you go. There you go. And then, Robbie, you can also reach out to her. I'm sorry. Yes, you can reach out to her, and she can be able to help you out too. Her phone number's in the comments. Hislop said thank you for an answer earlier. Cindy just said thank you also. And then Robbie says, and this must be, I'm sorry, Robbie, if I might have been referring to you as a man. I saw the profile picture and I can only see, it's really small. I thought it was a man. I'm sorry. But I think that she's a woman. I'm not sure. My husband is in a lot of pain after being given all clear on cancer. He seems in more pain. Is that
would be something that Chief and the team need to work with.
Yeah, so we're getting into some pretty intricate things. So it sounds like you'd be able to get some help from them. You just need to give them a call a little bit later.
Connect with us, and we do have email as well. That's listed on the website, and I can put that in the comments.
Awesome. Yeah. And, well, Vaughn, would you put that in the comments, please? And what's your email address again?
It's info@wownaturalhealing.com.
Perfect. All right. Well, we are getting to, oh man, it's, good grief, we're past our 30 minutes. The one thing the last thing that I want to ask is, what is the most transformative thing that you have seen with the work that you do? What's the most transformative thing that you have seen? Yeah.
Or Elliot.
I would say Elliot that we mentioned earlier. I mean, he really got hit.
When he was run over behind the neck, there were 7 spots of blood from the tire on the road. And it was actually someone that worked for us, and he just got behind the car. It wasn't their fault. But when they picked him up they called me, and we started working on him distantly. Miranda and I, neither one were there. And then my dad came to help. And when they picked him up off the road, he was conscious the whole time. And our friend that picked him up said that she visibly felt and heard his body snap back together. And when he got to the vet, he had 0 broken bones. He only had soft tissue damage, and the vet that we used was awesome too. I know she's a healer also. She was like, he's going to be sore for a while, but he'll be fine. And he's been totally fine.
Holy smokes.
Little 15-pound dog versus a full-size Chevy pickup truck. So that was a miracle.
That is amazing. So when you said that somebody heard the bones snap back into place, you know those little toys where you would like squeeze the bottom of them and they like collapse and then they come back? Like that's what I visualized. I was like, he just went back up again.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then Rico's story is actually on a blog. That's another horse, not Guitar, but the other stallion that we have. Rico is on the blog as Asire, Asire. His story is phenomenal as well. We got him in December 8th of 2016, and I started working with him with the Reiki. He was basically totally broken down in the rear end. From a disease very similar to fibromyalgia called EPM in horses. Oh. And so it basically eats away the nerves. So he just couldn't, he had no movement in his rear end at all. His hocks were swollen up really bad. And he hadn't been ridden in 17 years. And we now ride him walk and trot. We started riding him the end of February of 2017, and so his whole story is on there, complete with videos and pictures. And I've worked with a lot of different people all over the United States and one from Brazil, and seen a lot of transformational stories, but I promise confidentiality to my clients, so really can't go there. But the animal stories are just incredible. Those are something that we can always share, and we tell their stories. So
I love it. That's cool. Well, we're going to let you go. I know you've got a busy day ahead of you, too. Thank you so much for being our Member of the Week. Thanks for being a member, period, and doing what you do. Again, for anybody, if you're not sure what Tribe Finder does, our job is to get the healers out in front of the people that need them. So thank you for being a healer. Thank you for being somebody that has answered the call to help with this, this paradigm shift that's happening, right? So thank you very, very much, and you all have a good night, okay?
Well, thank you so much for the
Thank you,
opportunity.
Martha.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
the viewers also.
Thanks,
What's that?
guys.
Thank you to the viewers.
Oh, yes. Bye-bye, you guys.
Bye.